Okay, then for part D, first we must try to get it to become a bracket times a bracket. That is the midpoint. Then after that, we can get to our endpoint. What is x? Whenever we are solving equation, what is x is our endpoint. Okay, this is our endpoint. This is our midpoint. So from here, I must try to get here first, then get here. So how do I get here? I need to factorize. And then how do I factorize? We go and use this grid. Using this grid, I must be thinking what multiply what can give me x squared. So the only possible solution is x times x. X times x will give me x squared. Then I must be thinking what times what to give me 20. So I will go and list down the possibility. Hello, still talking. Don't need. So 20 can be 1 times 20. 20 can be 2 times 10. 20 can be 4 times 5. Okay? But I know it must be negative. So one of them will be negative later. Then I know that after I multiply, add them together, I must get 8. So if I go and look at the number, 1 and 20. Once I put a 20, I will have a 20x. Then too big already. I cannot get back this one. So this one not possible. Okay? Then 4 and 5. Multiply 4, multiply 5. I will have an odd number. 5 is odd number. I multiply 1, I will have an odd number. How I plus, how I minus also cannot get an even number. So this one also not possible. So actually, you are left with 2 and 10 only. So I put my 2 and my 10. Then one of them must be negative. 2 times 10 is positive. Only when one of them negative, then I can get negative 20. So I want to think, which one negative? 2 negative or 10 negative? Then I look here again. Negative 8. Negative bigger number. So I must give my negative to 10. If I give the negative to 2, then this one plus this one is still positive. Only when the bigger number is negative, then when I add them together, it will become negative. Okay? Then add together, yeah, correct. Negative 8x. Okay? So the important thing is not this thing. The important thing you need to learn here is how to choose the number. How to choose the number more intelligently. And how to put the plus minus. So if you know this part, why, how, then this solution is easier to get. Okay? So we are able to do the factorization. X squared minus 8x minus 20 can be written as x plus 2 multiply x minus 10. Now I reach my midpoint already. See, I wanted to get to this one, bracket times bracket. So after I do my factorization, I get to my midpoint. Then to get to my endpoint is x by itself. This is my endpoint. Okay? So bracket times bracket equals to 0. We have done this before. Either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0. So I must write down either x plus 2 equals to 0 or x minus 10 equals to 0. I must have both. Okay? In your question, in your exam, you must answer with both this answer. Then make x the subject. Minus 2 on both sides. One answer. Plus 10 on both sides. Another answer. Then I get to my endpoint. What is x? X is 2. X is negative 2. X is 10. Okay, can? Ariana, you never do, then got follow or not? Oh. Can then we continue What's E? This time more difficult because your x squared got 4x squared. So when we have 4x squared, that means there are more numbers to try. Okay? But the step is the same. I want to first try to factorize, then finally solve them individually. Then solve them individually. Then finally get x equals to something, x equals to something. Okay? This is the big picture. Okay? So the factorization, try. I must get back 4x squared. I must get back positive 12. Then I must have a 19x. Okay. So what are the possibility in this first part? Okay, good try. It can be 1 times 4, it can be 2 times 2. Okay? But we must use 1 times 4. Because if I put a 2 times 2, if I put 2 here, 2 here, later I cross multiply any number, it will also end up as 2 even number. Then even number add up won't become an odd number. So when I look at this 19, I know that here cannot be 2 and 2. It can only be x and 4x. Because 2 and 2, once I cross, every number will be even number. Even number add up will be even number. Even number minus also even number. Okay? So here must be 1 and 4. 1x and 4x. Yeah. Okay? Then I look at 12. 12 can be 1 times 12. 12 can be 2 times 6. 12 can be 3 times 4. Okay? 1 times 12. Then I start to think if 12 times 4, 48, too big already. 12 times 1, 12, and then 1 times 4, 16. The most is 16, also cannot get. So 1 times 12, not possible. Then 2 times 6, then I try a bit 2 times 4 is 8. Then 6 times 1, 6. 8 and 6, also cannot reach 19. So the only possibility is the last one already. 3 and 4. Okay? Then I want it to be odd number So the middle one also not possible. 2 and 6 also not possible. So only 3 and 4 is the possible answer. How can I get to 19? 4 times 4 is 16. Then 3 times 1 is 3. 16 plus 3, I can get my 19. Okay? Then, hello. Zoe, what are you looking at? Playing Sudoku. Oh, okay. So 3 and 4. The next thing that I need to see is, this one is positive, but end up is negative. So if I put positive here, positive, positive, end up I'm adding positive number, I cannot get negative. So because this one is negative, it will make these two numbers both negative. Because negative times negative to get back positive, then after I cross here, I add them up. Negative and negative number add up, then I can get negative. That's why I have to put negative 4, negative 3 over here. Then once I multiply, I will have 16 negative, multiply negative, add together just nice, negative 19x. Okay? So if we go and think a bit, then you can eliminate the not possible one. So the answer is x minus 4 and 4x minus 3. Uma, following or not? Okay. Then when bracket times bracket is 0, either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0. So I can have x minus 4 equals to 0 or 4x minus 3 equals to 0. Then I need to make x the subject. Add 4 on both sides. This one I need to subtract 3 on both sides. Okay? Then 4x equals to 3. I want 1x. I need to divide both sides by 4. How, Fosia, are you following? You know why I write each step, huh? Hey, the why I do each step is more important than copying the solutions. But you must listen to why, or else no use one. Math is always changing. The numbers will be different. Your KFC costs $3, your McDonald's costs $4. So different number, but you must know why. How I add, how I minus. Oh, following? Can?
Yes, sir.
Amani, I never give you a pen, right? Did I give you a pen? All those past their WA1, I gave them a pen. Wow, nice, huh? Too bad lah. Come, Amani. Huh? Different cartoon, no?
So since it's two left, right?
Since it's 2 left, you go and do better in your WA2.
You want two? Two more marks.
Okay, Ken. Then we continue. X equal where? Last line don't have. Last line was what I wrote before. So already get to the answer ma. X is 4 and X is 3/4 lor. End already. Chloe, do I need to confiscate your PLD? It is not math. Huh? You editing, but it is not math. Now it's math lesson. Okay, next. Hey, hello. Why so noisy one today? Okay, part F. Same, when we see a quadratic expression equals to 0, or this quadratic equation, meaning I see a x square term, I see a x term, I see a number term. If I want to solve this equation, first method that we learned today, or these 2 lessons, is the factorizing. So I must be thinking, am I able to factorize them into 2 brackets? If I can factorize them into 2 brackets, I will be able to solve, because each of the bracket is equals to 0. Okay? So the factorization, I do at the side, like that, 12x squared plus 14 minus 29. Okay? Then again, this one is minus 29. So I cannot have both even number. Okay? So it can be 1 times 12, 2 times 6 cannot. It can be 3 times 4. Then 14 can be 1 times 14, 2 times 7. Okay? Then this time no choice. I have to go and try the numbers. Hello. You all don't listen, just copy, no use one. This is the part where how we eliminate. It cannot be both even number. Then you save a lot of time already because you don't need to try 2 and 6. Okay? So it can be 1 and 12. Possible. Then I go and try 1 and 14. If I put 14 here, then 14 times 12 too big already, not possible. So if I put 14 here, 14 times 1, and then 1 times 12, still too big already. So cannot be 1 times 14. Then I try 2 and 7. 2 times 12 is 24. Then 7. 24 and 7 also cannot make 29. If I change 7 times 12, also too big already. Then I know 1 and 12 cannot already. So I will try the next combination. Okay? 1 and 12 cannot. Then I go and try 3 and 4. Okay? Okay, 1 and 14. 14 multiply anything also too big. So probably not 1 and 14. So it's probably 2 and 7. Okay? Then I try 2 and 7. If I put 2 here, 2 times 4 is 8. 7 times 3, 21. 8 and 21, I can get my 29 already. So, 2, 7. Okay? Hey, this part is where you all need to think. So this part is the difficult part. Then because this one is negative, this one is positive. Positive means these two must be the same sign. It's either plus times plus or minus times minus. But if I plus times plus, end up here will be plus. So it must be minus and minus. So that after I multiply, minus minus, then I can get this minus. So here must be minus and minus. Then double check. 2 times 4, 8. 3 times 7, 21. Add together minus 29x. Just nice. So my two factors are, the two brackets are 3x minus 2 and 4x minus 7. Yes, Zoe. Okay. Then from here, you all should be able to do bracket times bracket to make 0. Then either the first bracket equals to 0 or the second bracket equals to 0. Both of them can make your left hand side 0. Either this one 0 also can make here 0. This one 0 also can make the whole thing 0. Okay? So they both can satisfy this equation. Then 3x equals to 2. X equals to 2/3. 4x equals to 7. X equals to 7 over 4. Okay. Be comfortable leaving your answer in fraction. Fraction is more exact than decimal. Don't need to change to decimal one. just leave it in your fraction. Fraction better. For sure. When I talking, you tying hair. You got listen or not? Then later tie until your hair stuck again. Hey! Then you tie halfway, take out, then later need to tie again. Then when are you going to follow the lesson? I also had long hair before. I also tie up last time. When you older, then you can let your hair down when you want. No one stop you from cutting hair like Adam. What? Okay, we continue. Okay. Question 3A. They want you to notice something. X squared is the square of x. 3 is the square of, 9 is the square of 3. Then they actually want you to notice that this one actually can use the identity. Okay? The identity is a minus b square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay? So if you can identify your a is your x. Huh? Why I write on top? Because this is not the solution. This is the identity. General identity. A minus b square our formula. Okay? So if you can see this similarity, then you can straight away write down x squared minus 6x plus 9 is actually x minus 3 squared. If you can come to this step, then solve already lor. X minus 3 multiplied by itself is 0, means x minus 3 must be 0. Okay? But if you cannot see this identity, to be honest, I also cannot see the identity one sometimes. Then you can still do your factorization. Just do your factorization as per normal. Minus 6. Then here must be x and x. Okay? Then here must be 1 times 9 or 3 times 3. Okay? Then from here I know that 9 is not possible. 9 and 1 cannot make 6. So must be 3 times 3. Huh? Which question? This one? Yeah lor. If you can straight away use the identity, from here you continue. But if you cannot see the identity, you can still do your factorization. Okay? Then to get minus 6, so here must be minus 3 and minus 3. Then you will come to this one. You will come to these two brackets. So instead of having this step, I can also do my factorization and say that like that lor. I will still be able to solve the question. The bracket multiplied by itself, so they are the same thing actually. Then from there, I know that this bracket must be equals to 0. The two brackets are the same. So I write one time enough already. Then x must be equals to 3. Okay? So for this one, when it's a perfect square, there is only one answer. So your quadratic equation your x squared minus something x plus some number equals to 0 can have one solution also. It can have one solution, it can have two solutions. Zoe, following or not? You finish already. Then you pumping volleyball. Yes. No. No. You are not supposed to be doing things not related to math. I send you to Mr. Lim, you go and explain to him. Then put away your volleyball. Okay? Okay, so part B actually also same. They want you to identify this one is actually a plus b square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Your a is actually 2x. Your 25 is actually 5 square. So your a is 2x, your b is 5. But same, if I cannot see the identity, I can go and do my factorization. Okay? It can be 1 times 4, it can be 2 times 2. Here can be 1 times 25, 5 times 5. Okay? If I choose 1 times 4, then I go and try. 125 cannot get 20. 5 and 5 also cannot get 20. Then I know cannot already. I will go and try 2 and 2. Okay? If I have 25, definitely too big. 25 times 2 already 50. So I cannot get back 20. So definitely 5 and 5. And everything is positive. Okay? Then I will have plus 10 plus 10x, 20x. So I can still use my factorization if I cannot see the identity. This one also done. Okay? So after I do my factorization, I will have 2x plus 5 and 2x plus 5. They are repeated. So I write one time can already. 2x plus 5 must be equals to 0. 2x equals to negative 5. X equals to negative 5 over 2. X plus x is 2x. 1 apple plus 1 apple is 2 apple. Right? Ten x plus 10x. 10 apple plus 10 apple, you have how many apple? 20 no? The 10 is, when we write 10x, what it means is 10 times x. 10x means there are 10x. There are 10 apples. Okay? So 10x plus 10x means 10x plus 10 times of x. So 10 apple plus another 10 apple, add up you will have 20 apple. Yeah, x and x is the same thing. Wow, very scary. Now you all suddenly ask me this question. Move up. Here. Hey, why today here also restricted one? Oh, so I going too slow. How Ruan, for sure. They all say I too slow leh. Then you all still talking, not following. Oh. Okay, Ken, we continue. Okay? Follow, understand? Okay, part C. This one require you to use your identity. There are two ways. There are two ways to solve this. I show you the easier one first. I put my x squared on one side. I put my 16 on the other side. Okay? Then I want to know what is x ma. That is the solution. So, from x squared to become x, I take square root. Then I must square root both sides because it's an equation. But one thing, hello, here also, today also keep talking on. So I point from behind. Okay, so the important thing here is, when I take square root, I must remember to put a plus or a minus. Okay? Then, the square root will cancel out the square. My left hand side, when I continue to move down, the square root cancel out the square, so become x already. Then here, when I take square root of 16, square root of 16 is 4. So x can be positive 4 or x can be negative 4. Two answers. Liz, then now you're looking at your watch already. It is plus or minus. So it is a plus on top of a minus. It is to mean that your answer can be plus 4, your answer can be minus 4. Okay? Hey, those of you who never see this sign before, when I write x equals to plus minus 4, when I write like that, this actually means x equals to 4 or x equals to minus 4. So the symbol itself is plus 4 or minus 4. So plus 4 or minus 4. Yeah. Then we write the minus below the plus. Okay? This symbol itself means plus or minus. Or you can see it as plus or minus. Just that we never write the or. It is actually plus or minus 4. It can be 2. It can be plus 4, it can be minus 4. Why we have this is because if I am square root, I want to find out what times itself becomes 16. 16 can be plus 4 times plus 4. It will give me 16. But 16 can also be negative 4 times negative 4. Because negative times negative also give me 16. So there are two possible answers when I take square root of 16. Plus 4 times plus 4 also 16. Minus 4 times minus 4 also positive 16. That's why there are two answers. So whenever I take square root, I must put this sign in front. Plus or minus. Naeem, sleep already. Woke up very early this morning. Okay. This second one, you can do it by the same idea. If I bring my Then I can square root both sides also. I square root both sides, then I will get my answer. But I show you another way. Okay? They want you to identify this as something square minus something square. So it can actually be written as 5x square minus 8 square. When we have a difference of squares, then there is another different identity. A square minus b square is equals to a plus b, a minus b. Okay? So there is this special identity. Front square minus back square can straight away be factorized. Okay? So if I use the identity here, I can bring the 64 over and take square root, like part A like that. Sorry, like part C like that. Okay? But I show you another, what they actually want you to do. Okay? The workbook actually want you to identify this one is something square minus something square. Then they want you to make use of this identity to do the factorization. The front plus the back. Then another bracket, the front minus the back. Then you have managed to factorize. So again, it is either this bracket 0 or this bracket 0. Then you can have your answer. 5x equals to, sorry, too fast. 5x plus 8 equals to 0, or 5x minus 8 equals to 0. This one you all should be very familiar by now. Bracket times bracket 0, bracket equals to 0, or this bracket equals to 0. Then from there, make x the subject. Negative 8 over 5, or positive 8 over 5. Two answers. Okay? Then the other way is, just now if I bring the 64 across, I square root both sides. Then add the plus minus. Okay, I show you both because I want you to see that they will end up having the same answer. Okay, then next step, 5x equals to 8, x equals to 8 over 5, or 5x equals to negative 8, negative 8 over 5, positive 8 over 5. So both can get you to the same answer. If you do it correctly. Okay? This one is usually the harder question. So I do B, then later you all do A. The next question. This one is more likely to come out. Okay? So if we look at question 4B, the previous one, they straight away give you something equals to 0. But this time round, my right hand side is not 0. So now I have another midpoint already. Before I can get to my end point, and before I can get to my midpoint, I need to get to another midpoint first. I need to make the right hand side equals to 0 first. And then put everything else on the left. Okay? So from my very first equation, I want to get to here first. To get to here, my left hand side, I don't touch it. I keep it on my left hand side. So I still have 2x squared plus 2x on the left. Okay? But I don't want this right hand side to have anything. So I want these 2 to disappear from the right because I want to make right hand side 0. So I must minus 15x on both sides. I must minus 45 on both sides. Then my right hand side can become 0. Okay? Once my right hand side is 0, then you can look back to your, let's say my previous question. When my question 2, my question 2 also, right hand side 0 then I have x squared, I have x, I have number. So if I can make my equation look like this, then I can start to do my factorization. Okay? So from here, when I see my equation, x squared term I have, x term I have 2. Have 2 means I can combine them together. Plus 2 minus 15. So it is the difference of them like that. Minus 15 plus 2. So still have minus 13. Chloe, are you okay? Why are you covering yourself with your skirt already? Okay? Once I get to this equation, once I get to this step, I can do my factorization already. Then I will have my 2x squared. I will have my minus 45. I will have my minus 13x. 2x squared can only be x times 2x. Then 45 can be 1 times 45, 3 times 15, 5 times 9. Okay? Then I must go and think already. What is the number I want? I want to end up with minus 13x. Then this one is minus. So one of them is plus, one of them is minus. Okay? If I choose 1 times 45, no matter 45 times 1 or times 2, also too big already. So cannot be 1 times 45. Okay? 15 and 3. 15 times 2 also too big already. But if I put 15 here, 15, then here 3. 3 times 2 becomes 6. 15 and 6 also cannot give me minus 13. So this one also cannot. Then 5 and 9. If I put 5 here, 5 times 2, 10. Then this one 9. 10 and 9 also cannot. Then the other way around lor. If I have 9 here, I have 5 here. 9 times 2, 18. 5 times 1, 5. 18 and 5. 18 minus 5 get my 13. Okay? So I must have 9 here, I must have 5 here. Then which one positive, which one negative? I want to end up a negative number. So I want the bigger number to become negative. 2 times 9 is a bigger number. So I want the minus to follow my 9. Then my 5 must be positive. Because minus times plus to give me minus. Okay? So this is how I get the factorization. Once I cross, I will have minus 18x plus 5x. Add up, minus 13x. Then I will have my 2 brackets. Then I can put them here. X minus 9, 2x plus 5. Once I can reach this step, either first bracket 0 or second bracket 0. X minus 9, 0 or second bracket 0. Then make x the subject, plus 9 on both sides. X is 9. Then this one, minus 5 on both sides. Then divide by 2 on both sides. So I will have my 2 answer. Okay? Tough, huh? Actually, I feel all this is quite difficult one. The factorization part sometimes is quite difficult. Okay, we still have 10 minutes. You all go and try part A and part C. Okay? Zoom in. Your turn to try part A and part C. Then got question, ask me. Try. Then you go home, don't need to do homework. A and C is your homework, but if you finish now, you don't need to do already, no? Okay? Then you can go and visit your relative over the weekend. That's why I give you 10 minutes to do your homework now. Yes. 10 minutes by right, just nice. A and C. You all should be able to do. Huh?